Mayor Craig Greenberg delivered his State of the City address. Captain Donovan Sims with the Louisville Fire Department marked the 100th year anniversary of African American firefighters. And we'll find out what the Retired Senior Volunteer Program is all about. All of that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships.
Every one of us is working hard to make Louisville a safer, a stronger, and a healthier city. A city that's growing and moving in a new direction towards a brighter future. And we are working with urgency. And I'm pleased to tell you that we are delivering results.
Mayor Craig Greenberg recently completed his first year in office, and this week he shared his State of the City address at the LMPD Summit Wellness Center in front of a full house.
As we move forward, let's continue to talk and listen to one another. And together, we will continue to get the world's attention for all of the right reasons. Friends, let's think big. Let's be bold. Let's take some risks. The state of Louisville is strong. Together, we can make it stronger, we can make it safer, and we can make it healthier for everyone in this city that we all love. Thank you all very much. And Mom, I love you. Thank you.
You can watch the mayor's complete address right here on Metro TV. The LMPD series Behind the Badge shows us a different side of our LMPD officers. Today we'll get to hear from Brooke Benton about her interest in butterflies.
I live in a neighborhood in Louisville, and in my backyard I've been able to create this oasis to attract butterflies. I've been doing this between 8 to 10 years. You don't have to have a lot of space, and it doesn't take any talent. It doesn't take money, but it takes patience, and you gotta be calm, observant. So it actually takes two different types of plants, the milkweed, and it takes pollinator plants. And if you have those two things in your backyard or your yard, wherever, you create that environment for them, they'll come, and that'll help them. You don't have to raise them or bring them inside or anything like that. It's helped my mental health a lot, and it's so important. As officers, we're always looking for healthy ways and healthy things to do. It takes a particular individual to want to do police work because of the adversity. Then the judgment. As a police officer, it's okay to have a softer side to relate to individuals. And I think that's important, that officers are seen as human beings, and we're fragile, and monarchs are the same.
All kittens 2 pounds and up report to intake for your first shift.
Enter. Would you like to get the mouse? Oh, he would like to get the mouse. Oh, hello. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Take your breaks.
You like looking at cat butts? I got something for you.
We could really use some help around here.
Louisville Metro government is comprised of several different departments, one of which is the Louisville Human Relations Commission.
Welcome to the Louisville Metro Human Relations Commission. We are located at 745 West Main Street in the Alexander Building on the second floor. 60 years that we came into existence through the ordinance of doing civil rights work. This is a history of the different executive directors that have been here, and we just have a plethora of work that we have done over those years. We look at fair housing, fair employment, public accommodation, hate crimes. We do the civil rights complaints for Louisville Metro government within Louisville Jefferson County. If they felt like that they had a problem with the fair housing or a employment complaint, that they weren't treated fairly with their employer, or if there was a hate crime that was committed or a public accommodation that wasn't being done in a place, we have all of those that they can file complaints on. If you go on our website at louisvilleky.gov, go over to departments, the Human Relations Commission, all of that information is on there. They can file the complaint either online or by phone or in person. We are here from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. And we also are in charge of the small business certification. So if your business is 51% owned, controlled, and operated by a minority, a woman, a disabled or an LGBT individual, then we can certify that business to do business. That certification helps them to be recognized like a marketing tool for their business and hopefully help them build that business to where they can build themselves and be able to get opportunities and contracts. The certification process basically make us review to make sure that the business is who they say they are, that it's owned, controlled, and operated by the individual that say that they own and control the business. If anybody have any questions, they can visit our office or they can call us at 502-574-3631, or you can send us an email at hrc@louisvilleky.gov.
In December 2023, the Louisville Fire Department marked 100 years since the first African American firefighters joined the force. On a recent visit to the Louisville Fire Department Museum, Captain Donovan Sims shared the history of black firefighters in the department.
December 14th, 1923, at a time where African Americans weren't allowed to join the fire service, the city of Louisville made a bold change. 8 firemen, all African Americans, were allowed to join the fire service. Eddie Bradford, Jacob Collins, Ramsey Jackson, Otis Smith, Reginald Towton, William Adams, Antonio Blackburn, and Garland Kaufman paved the way for African American history in the fire service. Those 8 firefighters were Company Number 8. Company Number 8 was established just south of Broadway on 13th Street. With those 8 gentlemen leading the way and establishing a foundation for African Americans in the future, there were early struggles. They were segregated into their own house. They started out at Engine Company 8 with white leadership. There was a time period where, as we know, African Americans weren't allowed to do the same as their counterparts in the community. Leadership and African American roles were reluctant to be given out. Many African American firefighters had to work several years before giving any type of rank of leadership. They had to have a white counterpart. One thing that stood out to me was the application process at the time, where originally you had to have 3 citizens of good character vouch for you. Well, they changed that to 5. And it was a policeman's application that they just marked it out and just put firemen into it. And here you are trying to make what they would consider a progressive change in the city, but it seemed like they created a harder application process for these 8 individuals. I look back on that and I'm like, I laugh in a way, just because I'm like, here we are today asking minorities and females and other individuals to come apply for us, because we do need more of that diversity in our department. So for 14 years, those 8 individuals stood alone on the Louisville Fire Department. In 1937, 8 more individuals came to staff their own house, Engine Company 9. Together, these 2 houses worked hand in hand with all white houses protecting the city. For 30 years, all the houses were still segregated. All black companies, all white companies. But at larger emergency scenes, they had to work together as one for the greater good of the community. It took about 30 so years before integration came about. By that time, there already was black leadership in place. They had their own captains and lieutenants in their firehouse. In about 1954 to 1957, what they did was they would pluck a white leader from one house and allow him to work at the black house. They would take a black firefighter with no rank and plug him into a white house. So over those 2 years, they were slowly integrate houses. If you look through a lot of the history here that we have at the museum, you can read up on a lot more of that. You can see stories where it talks about how there was a lot of teamwork. There was a lot of times where all black houses and all white houses came together to make sure they were doing the job right and doing it correct and saving lives and saving property. As much as, we could read back on a lot of the negativity, you could read some of these stories and show how they worked together and worked for a common goal. That's a big thing in the fire service. We preach and live off of family. In 1979, we had our first African-American chief of the fire service, Larry Bonifon, who rose through the ranks. He came through, I believe, the fire prevention rank and was appointed our chief in 1979, which is a huge deal, like even in today's times. And we've had plenty of other African-Americans reach higher status, as Chief Bonifon is the highest ranking African-American in fire department history. The Louisville Fire Department has served the city of Louisville for 165 years, and 100 of those began with 8 individuals who stepped out and took a rocky path and made it as flat as possible for someone like me. I was approached by an African American that saw something to me and was like, you should join the fire service. I had no idea what the fire service was other than there goes a fire truck down the street. To be given an opportunity because someone else decided to take a step forward at a time where, like I said, African Americans weren't allowed to do the things as their counterparts were. I could not be more thankful. You know, in just 10 years, here I am standing as a captain on the Louisville Fire Department. To know that someone else laid that path for me, I'm forever grateful. If you're intrigued and interested in wanting to learn more about the 165 years of Louisville Fire Department history, our museum is open. It is located at 3228 River Park Drive. You can contact the Louisville Fire Department and schedule a visit, whether it's the Black history, if it's women's history. If you want to see old trinkets and badges and apparatus and photos and small pieces of history that can tell a story. If that interests you, if that is a concept that you want to learn about, our doors are open.
During his State of the City address, the mayor mentioned how important volunteers are to the running of the city. One group of hardworking volunteers is the Retired Senior Volunteer Program participants.
I'm here at least 4 days a week. When you bring food to people, they smile.
We always have peanut butter, but we don't have jelly. We are a supplemental dynamic for families in need.
St. Matthew's ministry really keeps me busy.
It's one of the places that does so much outreach and community good.
We're delivering to the zip codes that you would think they don't have that problem, but they do.
Our volunteers are the backbone of this organization and many of the nonprofits in the city. We currently have myself and 3 other staff members, and on average, we have about 75 to 80 volunteers every month who dedicate their heart, their time, their energy, their resources.
RSVP, Retired Senior Volunteer Program, is a AmeriCorps program. Most of the people are here to do it out of their own heart and soul because they care, they want to give back, they want to do something in the community. But we do offer a few additional perks or benefits. They travel benefits, so as people go to and from the volunteer site, and if you don't have your own car, we'll actually cover your TARC or TARC 3 bus pass.
I just feel passionate about this. For 26 years, I was in the downtown corridor, and I began to see green beans, the need for people to have food. And then I will take this. There are 5 people in this family. I do it because I like it and I have the time to do it. There's just something about giving somebody food makes you feel good. I always wanted to volunteer, but I was working a lot and I couldn't commit. That's important, you know, if I tell them I'm going to be here at 1:30, they need to know I'll be here at 1:30. It gives me something to do that I like. I tell my neighbors, just try it once. It makes you feel good. It really does.
The city has partnered with Metro United Way to provide a resource for everyone to find volunteer opportunities. Visit louisvilleky.gov/volunteer and start lending a helping hand today.
There's food products, and then this is what we call our non-food products. It is the personal care items, the cleaning items, the paper products, and then obviously all the toiletry items that we would need. And none of these items that you see here on the back wall are covered under the SNAP benefits. As you can see right here, we don't have any shampoos or conditioners right now. We barely have any left to serve those feminine needs. If anybody would like to donate, please just feel free to reach out to us.
Are you guys hiring?
Actually, we are.
This place looks like a really exciting place to work.
Are you looking for an application?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, you can go to the computer or we have a QR code over here if you got your phone.
You can go online right now and apply at louisvilleky.gov for one of our positions.
We can really use some help around here.
Mayor Craig Greenberg joined leaders from 7 county services, emergency services, and Louisville Metro Police Department to announce that the city's successful crisis call diversion program will expand its services hours beginning Sunday, February 4th.
7 County Services is delighted to continue the expansion of the deflection program. Deflection has grown from serving a single LMPD division to all 8 LMPD divisions, and from service hours from 2 p.m. to 10 a.m. to now 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. starting this Sunday. The lessons we've learned and feedback we've received are invaluable and shape how we will continue to mindfully and intentionally move forward. 7 County Services has been serving this region for nearly 50 years. Though the services are not necessarily new to our community, the entry point is. Never before have folks experiencing a mental health crisis been able to call 911 and be directly connected to a behavioral health provider right in the 911 call center. The goals of Deflection are, and continue to be, to decrease LMPD runs on behavioral health issues and apply a more appropriate resource, to provide immediate and appropriate professional response to behavioral health crises, thus allowing all LMPD resources to be used more efficiently and effectively. Most importantly, and ideally, this response is decreasing the number of citizens being incarcerated or hospitalized who present with behavioral health issues.
It is so important that we can work with others and work efficiently together to create and figure out problems and solve these problems, working in a cohesive manner, not just for the agencies that are involved, but for the citizens that are involved, and getting them the best help and care possible. So once again, LMPD is fully engaged and thankful for this program and the ability to free up our officers to, like I said, focus on violent crime and create this a much safer city. Thank you.
Since its launch, the program has resulted in more than 2,700 crisis triage worker encounters, with the average encounter lasting about 16 minutes. In 2023 alone, the Metro Safe 911 Center deflected more than 1,800 calls to non-police response. The Mobile Crisis Response Team made more than 700 mobile runs to help nearly 500 unique individuals. These deflection efforts free up more time for officers to focus on violent crime.
Oh, you're such a pretty boy.
Long Stay Champions are dogs that have been at our shelter for usually 60 days or more.
Kiwi, what's up, buddy?
They're dogs that, for whatever reason, have been looked over time and time again.
Been here since April. He's been adopted 2, maybe 3 times, but brought back shortly thereafter, mostly because of saying he's too energetic. It's the thing that turns people off, is that jumping. If I had my spray bottle, we'd work on it maybe.
They're dogs that might have some management needs.
Come here.
Things just like being jumpy and mouthy are things that we can teach you how to manage. And a lot of long stay dogs have those, and those are really just shelter behaviors that develop because they've been here for so long.
How do you spell his name? T-I-V-A-L-I?
Yeah. He catches on really quick. He has so much potential. He is my favorite dog here.
Another dog that's going to need an active home.
His fosters do say
That he will chill?
he will. He's very snuggly.
Oh, yeah.
He does like to just hang out on the couch sometimes.
Righto. Good boy. This is my fave. Really sweet, a lot of personality, good walker, good in the car, just loyal, seems very appreciative of the time that he's given.
Long stay dogs are normal dogs. They're fun dogs, they're easy dogs, they're beautiful. Come here, Dreidel. It seems like he's maybe just been forgotten about. Every long stay dog gets a free adoption. We're also going to give him a crate, a leash, a harness, a collar. We're going to try to set you up for success. We've also partnered with a training app called Good Pup. Give me your paw. Yeah.
Once he goes to the park, he's actually a really good walker, but he's just overexcited, especially when he sees me or sees a volunteer who's going to take him. He knows what's up.
He's starved for attention.
Yeah, he really relishes human attention, and he's most appreciative of it.
Dogs and cats just don't belong in cages and shelters for hundreds of days. Act now. Come to Animal House at 3516 Newburgh Road. If you can't adopt, you can foster. If you can't foster, you can volunteer. If you can't volunteer, you can donate. We're open every single day. Good boy.
Mayor Greenberg was on hand for the recent LMPD promotion recognition ceremony, where professional civilian staff was acknowledged, along with officers who were promoted to sergeant and lieutenant.
At this time, we're going to start what you came for, and that is to see your loved ones recognized today. And one of the things we're going to do that we've only done one other time in the past that I'm aware of, and we're going to recognize some of our professional staff who happen to be civilian employees who are going to be promoted to their ranks. Let's give them a round of applause before you even know who they are. First is Monica Fleener. Monica will be going to be the records manager in our records department. Melissa Goyer. Melissa will be our Record Supervisor 1. Next will be Claudia Marie Grady. She will be our Record Supervisor 1. Joy Williams, and Joy will be a Supervisor 1. And last but not least, and she happens not to be part of the Records Division, will be Marquita Fabor. She will be the Crime Center Manager for our Real-Time Crime Center. Has her cheerleaders back there. It's all right. Let's give them all a big round of applause. At this time, I will recognize 4 officers who are being promoted to the rank of sergeant. They had their promotion a light one earlier, but today we want to publicly recognize them. I will call them by name and their existing title, and they will then step forward with pictures with Mayor Greenberg and Chief Belarwell. Charles Heller. There you go. His family can clap for him. Yeah, it's appropriate. Holly Hogan. Philip Satterwhite. And Gerard Skillman, who I understand is not here, has been deployed. And so he's serving our country in other ways. Give him a round of applause in his absence.
Raise your right hand. After I say I, you will state your name individually. I,
Charles Heller.
Holly Hogan,
Philip Satterwhite.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and the laws and ordinances of the Louisville Metro government, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky and Metro government, so long as I continue a citizen thereof. And I will endeavor to the best of my ability to detect and prosecute all gamblers and others violating the laws against gaming, and that I will faithfully execute to the best of my ability the office of Sergeant of the Louisville Metro Police Department according to law. And I do further solemnly swear that since the adoption and present Constitution, I, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within the state nor out of it, nor have I sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have I acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending. Please repeat after me, so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, we have 4 officers who are being promoted to the rank of lieutenant. I'll call them by name, and they will step forward with pictures with Mayor Greenberg and Chief Belarwell, and then they will formally take the oath of office for lieutenant. Jessica Creek. Dan English. Michael Fowler. And my man, Justin Stillwell, cooking that fish on Friday night. I like that. Come on up. He's good at those fish fries, he and his family. And I'm over there taking part of it. So let's give them all a round of applause before they take the oath of office.
Right hand, please. Repeat after me. After I say I, state your name individually. I,
Jessica Crick.
Dan English. Michael Fowler. Justin Stillwell.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and the laws and ordinances of the Louisville Metro government, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky and Metro government, so long as I continue a citizen thereof. I will endeavor to the best of my ability to detect and prosecute all gamblers and others violating the laws against gaming, that I will faithfully execute to the best of my ability the office of Lieutenant of the Louisville Metro Police Department according to law. And I do further solemnly swear that since the adoption of this present Constitution, I, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state nor out of it, nor have I sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have I acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending. Repeat after me, so help me God. Congratulations, Lieutenants.
Let's give all of our professional staff and all of our ranking officers a big round of applause for their achievement today.
We'd like to thank each of them for all they do for our city. Keeping people busy is all in a day's work for Yolanda Bartee, the recreation leader at the Wilderness Road Senior Center.
I love my job. I love getting up every morning to come to work, and I love being able to help people.
I'm still teaching.
I know it. I'm still learning. We got some characters in here. Yeah, most definitely. How y'all doing today, Quarters? Y'all good? Y'all enjoying y'all meal?
Play your 3 on her.
When I came out the Wilderness Road, it changed my life. It feels like family here. Come here, give me a hug. Oh,
God.
Miss Wilma.
I'm okay.
Come on, let me walk you up here. Come on. You gonna play bingo, right?
Yeah.
Come on. I do a few things here. We go on field trips. We do recreation things, art program, and some of the scenes that's never painted before. They painting for the first time in their lives. And then we have Silver Sneakers too, where we offer
3, 2, 1.
exercises on Wednesdays and Fridays. Miss Gloria, what number you think you had on the chart?
5.
So you're at moderate intensity. Okay. To be able to help people, and I feel like seniors should be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Their wisdom and what they bring to our community. I've been missing you. I'm glad to have you back, okay?
Bless you.
Met people that have a lasting impression. Sometimes you meet people and you're like high and bad, but they became family over here at Wilderness Road. And we respect each other and we love each other here at Wilderness Road. They have a good time. I love my job. I love coming here and I love being able to help people and put a smile on their face. No, we still got a couple of minutes, Mama Joe. Bingo's not till 12:30. When they go home, they're like, I went to Wilderness Road today and I had a fantastic time and I can't wait to come back.
B1.
The Misfit Lou, located at 119 South 7th Street, formerly known as Another Place and Jimmy Can't Dance, had their ribbon cutting and grand opening this week. The husband and wife duo received a small business loan from Louisville Downtown Development.
Well, it's wonderful to be here today with my colleagues from Economic Development, with several folks from Louisville Downtown Partnership that are here as well to help open this amazing new facility, restaurant and bar in downtown Louisville. Just another reflection of the great momentum that we have going on in downtown Louisville right now. Also a project that was made possible by the Louisville Downtown Partnership's new Small Business Loan Fund. In fact, Misfit Louisville right here was the very first recipient of one of those loans. And so again, thanks to the Louisville Downtown Partnership for their efforts and what they do to continue to promote downtown as a safe, vibrant, exciting, clean, green, energetic, and like this place, historic location that attracts people from around the city and around the entire country. I spent a good portion of my career directly across the street. I ate many sandwiches in a previous iteration of this location when it was Another Place sandwich shop, and to see it transform once again with preserving the history downstairs, the bar and the speakeasy and the performance space where artists will be performing is just so unique. And that's what's great about downtown Louisville, is that we have truly authentic to Louisville, unique places. And so excited to be here with you today to cut the ribbon. And also, of course, maybe we can add this to some of your historic memorabilia downstairs. But on behalf of the entire city of Louisville, we are proclaiming today the Misfit Louisville Day. So congratulations, and we're so excited to be with you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for joining us for Louisville this week. Have a great day.